Welcome to video lessons at Master IELTS Online. In this video, you're going to become familiar with the types of questions in Part 1 Speaking and how to answer them using the strategies we've learned. So the first type is description question. In this type of question, the examiner would ask you to describe your family, hometown, work, or studies. Let's look at an example. Tell me something about your hometown. To answer this question, it's better to divide your answer into 2 or 3 parts as follows. Well, I come from Moscow and I have lived here all my life. I like to begin by saying that it's the capital of Russia and it's the biggest city in my country. On top of that, I can also add that it's very crowded, maybe even one of the most congested cities in this country. The roads are so jammed that even the locals have problems finding their way around. Finally, I'd also like to mention that it offers splendid examples of contemporary architecture. Actually, some of the most renowned landmarks are in the middle of Moscow, such as the Ostankino Tower, which is the 4th tallest building in the world. As you can see in the example above, the candidate has divided his answer into 3 parts. The second is types of questions. Let's have a look at an example. Tell me about the different types of public transportation in your city. So again, in this type of question, you can divide your answer into 2 or 3 parts. You can give a general statement and mention 2 types as follows. Well, there's quite a mixed variety of public transportation in my city. I think the most common type is buses because they seem to go everywhere. In addition, the trains are also extremely popular for those people who are lucky enough to live near a train station. So the third one is questions related to your habits. Below is an example. What do you usually do at the weekend? Now for this kind of question, we can use the it depends construction. Structure. Depends plus if preference 1 plus if preference 2. Know that the structure uses conditional clauses, which can increase your score for grammar. So the answer for the question could be something like this. What do you usually do at the weekend? Well, it depends on how I feel. If I'm exhausted after working all week, I prefer to do something relaxing like chilling out on the sofa with a good book. But if I feel energetic, I would rather do something more exciting like go hiking or camping. So the fourth type is like-dislike questions. For example, the examiner could ask questions such as, do you like to read? So for this question, you can answer from general to specific. Frankly speaking, I do. I'm keen on reading. To be more precise, I'm crazy about classics. My favorite one is Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. The fifth type is WH questions. Below are some examples of WH questions. How often do you go to the cinema? Where do you meet with your friends? When do you usually travel? So the strategy here is again to use the it depends construction to answer WH questions. Look at an example. Where do you meet with your friends? Well, to be honest, it really depends on when. For instance, if it's during the week, we all love to meet at a cafe after we finish university. But if it's during holidays or weekends, we love to visit our local gym. Actually, all of us are very keen on fitness, so it's the best place for us to meet. So the sixth and the final type is imaginary questions, or questions related to your future. Below are some examples. What places would you like to visit in the future? What kinds of books would you like to read in the future? Would you like to study something new in the future? So to answer this type of questions, you can use the avoidance strategy, which means not answering the question directly. Below is the formula. Avoidance phrase plus answer to the question. What would you like to study in the future? Well, to be honest, I haven't thought about it, but I guess I'd study French in the future because it's been a dream ever since my childhood. Well, now you're familiar with Part 1 questions and how to answer them. During the course, you will learn in more detail using different approaches and our experts will assess your speaking and give feedback. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Master IELTS Online – Effective Preparation for a High Score.